Hello and welcome back to another video. Sorry it's been a few weeks again. Just the pressure of doing other things, and basically, I like to front these videos outside. You get better lighting, and it's always difficult to find a spot inside, and the weather here has been so wet, and I hope it's been better weather wherever you are in the world. But thanks for coming back again and having another look. We've got another pair of boots to show you, and I bought these boots a few weeks ago and I've been wearing them, so which is quite good really, because I can tell you a little bit more about them. It's not that I've just purchased them, but I really like the look of these, and they're a pair of quite lowish boots, and they're from a UK company called BareBack. It's very much a family-run company. I think the lady that set it up used to be, a very keen equestrian, and couldn't find any boots that she liked or that would work for her. So she set about, designing and putting together a range of boots. And I really like these. Obviously, they're we're not going to call them an extra tall boot, but they come up. I should put them on eventually and show you. But I mean, they're quite a lowish boot. They're what is called, I think, in equestrian terms, a paddock boot. But as it says on the website, these are before anyone says they're women's boots. No, they're not. They're unisex. And if you want to have a look, I'll put a link to their website in the description down below. So they do go up in men's sizes, these paddock boots, and some other taller boots as well. This particular design is called the Kentucky, and there's two designs of Kentucky boots. These are the Kentucky Storm boots. So these are fully waterproof. There again is something I was looking for. The retail price, they do special offers, and I didn't pay anywhere near the retail price, but I think the retail price off the top of my head is around about £149 a pair. So they are not cheap boots. There again, when I look at the quality and how they're made, I've been really quite impressed. So I think they certainly are worth the money. So yeah, Kentucky Storm, fully waterproof. Now, you say, well, why did you want those? Good question. What I bought these for is, as you know, I do quite a lot of cycling, and trainers can be quite soft. I've got some supposedly waterproof Adidas trainers, but they're supposed to be Gore-Tex, but they always, if they, you go through a puddle and you get wet. To me, these look quite smart, and I thought they're not too heavy either. Then not quite a heavy boot, so these would be ideal for my purpose of cycling. There again, I think really they have been designed with equestrian, in mind, that you can ride in these boots. They've got the right side heel. They've got no really rough soles. It's quite smooth but quite grippy, so obviously it wouldn't catch on the stirrups. That's why they're designed like that, a riding boot. So you could ride in these, and to me they would be I have worn them and they are great to cycle in. So I really love them. Sure, they've got one or two things that you have to be aware of. They do come with a super kind of like memory foam insole, which is very nice, but it does warn you if you're having trouble when the boot, they're a very stiff leathered boot, very stiff, and it does warn you, until you've really worn them and got them to the shape of your feet, being this stiff leather, you might want to take that memory kind of insole insert out, which I have done, because although these were my correct size, and when they're on, they feel absolutely super, but I couldn't get them on with the stiff leather and that in there. So it does tell you in some instructions you get that to remove that, and when the boots are broken in a little bit, then you can slot that back in, and you've got an even better. Seriously, it was really comfortable without it, so I think it's going to be even better when I get that back in. Just zoomed in a little bit. We have zips down the side. Obviously, if I could bring to the camera, perhaps to show you a bit better. We have zips down the side here, you can see, and then you zip them up, and you've got a press stud thing to kind of lock the thing in place. I just love the design of them. I thought they were really, really stylish. You know, you could go out in towns in these or walk across a field. It's that kind of boot. And I say, there's the sole, as you can see. Not too grippy, but plenty of grip there and smooth. Obviously, that's, as I've just explained, the equestrian riding side in mind, with a nice small sort of inch heel. And nicely lined inside as well. But as I was saying, the one thing with these boots, and I like them so much, I'm not really going to call it a criticism, but they are, for the first few times, they really are difficult to get on and put on, or get your foot in, because as I say, the leather is so stiff. And what I found really useful was a nice big boot shoehorn, and that makes the job much easier. And I'm sure when the leather gets a little bit more soft and supple, it does tell you to proof these. I think they recommend you to use dubbing. I'm using my normal boot proofing stuff, which is very similar to dubbing. And I'm sure the leather will flex and my feet will mould the leather, and then they'll become very easy to get in and out. But for the first few times, you probably will need something like that to slide down and then slide your foot in. But having said that, a lovely, beautifully made boot, really. The company was fantastic. I can't fault them. As I say, it's quite a relatively small family company, I think, which is nice to deal with. They sent me an email thanking me for buying the boots. Then they sent me an email after they'd been delivered that I hope I liked them and I hope I was getting on okay with them, which I thought was lovely. You don't get that really today, do you? And they were packed in a very nice cardboard box, which, okay, probably they could cut that out and knock £5 or £10 off the boots, but that's up to the company. That's not for me to say. And there was a nice letter in there in the box when they came, thanking me again for buying them and telling me about the boot, how to look after it, about this point about taking the insoles out if I found them difficult to get on. All very helpful information, and I like that, and very often today you buy a pair of boots or shoes and there's nothing, you get nothing at all. So that was very good. So I'll slip these on, as I say, and just do a little walkabout in them and show you them on. So unfortunately, my microphone failed on this part of the video, so I'll do a voiceover. I've got the boots on now, and I was just explaining, obviously, this is what I'd wear, kind of attire I'd wear when I go off cycling in them, and have tried them a couple of times, and have got on really well. So there we are. I mean, you can see as they do look quite stylish, and they're kind of a boot that, as I was explaining, you could wear in a city, in a town, or you could walk across a field, or even go horse riding in them. They are a very versatile kind of paddock boot, I feel. Also, if you are into equestrian sports and you ride horses, you can get leather chaps to fit these boots. There again, they are not cheap. I think they are about £150 a pair, and obviously they fit under the boot and clip up, and then with a press stud round the leg, and then obviously that makes them into virtually a long tall boot if you want to ride. If you want the versatility, as I'm just explaining now, the loops under there and comes up the leg and fastens up, so you can get chaps to fit these and to make them virtually into a full riding boot and have the best of both worlds, a paddock boot and a full riding boot. But obviously that would make, if you did that, that would be another £150. So it's not a cheap option at all, but really very comfortable. As I say, once you've overcome this issue of getting them on, and I found removing that insole for me was the answer, and extremely comfortable. You know, I cycled 11 miles in these the other day, and they were so much better, and my foot felt so much better supported than in the trainers I'd been using, and the kind of the ball of the foot on the pedal. It was really, you know, I could. It felt so much more comfortable to do that. So I've been really impressed with them, as I say, and really like the look of them and the style of them as well. Well, I spoke too early about the weather, and I was just trying to finish this video off, and it came on to rain again. So I've just had to come inside to finish this video off, and say thank you always for watching these videos, and to the wonderful comments. There's been some lovely comments left recently, so thank you very much, and thanks to all the new subscribers, and as I say, I really do appreciate it. That's the box that these boots come in. As you can see, it's quite a very nice box, and that's one of the inserts that I've temporarily removed. I mean, they are super comfort, shock absorbing, supportive and cushioning inserts, and I think, you know, within another week I'm going to put those back in now and get the benefit of those. But if you do buy some of these, it is advisable, you know, to start with till you've got the leather a bit softer, and for ease of getting on and off, it's probably as well to take those out. But anyway, thanks for watching, and do take care, and I'll be back with some more boot videos very soon. I've got some more weird and wacky boots coming up on the channel, so watch out for those, and thank you to everybody again. My best wishes, and bye for now.